Cristiano Ronaldo, it has now been confirmed by Erik ten Hag that he did not have permission to leave the game early. That it's unacceptable that he left the game, the final pre-season match of the pre-season period in the summer, around about the 75th minute. There were some excuses made by some media outlets, by some content creators, including myself. We read these articles and thought, well, why is there the meltdown? Cristiano Ronaldo was given permission, along with Delo and other players. It isn't just Cristiano Ronaldo. But Erik ten Hag has confirmed that this is unacceptable. This isn't the type of behaviour that he wants from his players. And this is something we have to take very, very seriously indeed. Manchester United may, in some people's eyes, be having a bad window. Man United may have spent too much money on players in the past. Manchester United may have hired the wrong managers. We might have fans that are sometimes a little bit too knee-jerk. But the biggest problem at this football club over the past 9 years has become systemic. It's become part of the fabric of the football club, and that is player power. Players having far too much control, players having far too much say, players having far too much front, too much balls to think they can do whatever it is they think they can do. Cristiano Ronaldo may be the biggest, the most famous football player on the planet, but Manchester United fans, forget the club for a minute, I'm going to come back to the club. I've got to stand up against this and say it's wrong. I want to personally, as someone that creates content and puts out opinions, and say I got it wrong. I got it completely and utterly wrong about Cristiano Ronaldo. Shouldn't have defended him. Should have maybe sat a little bit more on the fence. I was led by some media outlets. However, I'm a grown man, I'll take responsibility and I'll put the wrong opinions out there. So me mocking people or having a bit of a joke at people that were accusing him, I apologise to you for whatever that's worth. Most of you won't care, but there we go. Fans don't have to stand up against this. And if you're pretending to be a Man United fan but you're supporting Cristiano Ronaldo through this, you're a disgrace. Now I know there'll be a little bit of whataboutism. Oh, but what about Delo? What about all the others? But Cristiano Ronaldo is Cristiano Ronaldo is Cristiano Ronaldo. This guy stopped eating dessert, so did other people. This guy starts doing an extra 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, some pull-ups in a training session, people copy. His behaviour matters. The senior players, the most experienced players, the better players, should always be held to a higher regard than people below them in the pecking order. The standards should be set the same, but the elite individual should always be held to a higher regard. It's why if you have someone like a Paul Pogba in your team and a Scott McTominay, and Paul Pogba's dropping stinkers, it's a far bigger problem than Scott McTominay dropping stinkers. Not because I'm protecting McTominay because he's got blonde hair, because he's from Scotland, because he's both are from the goddamn academy, but because he's from the academy, it's because Paul Pogba is superior in every single which way. Superior. Therefore, the standards are higher. And the same can be said here for Cristiano Ronaldo. Him leaving is a disgusting example being set to every single player in that dressing room. And the reason this is very, very important, I mentioned already player power. It's been the biggest problem at this football club since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. And until it's fixed, until it's gone, nothing is going to improve. Managers can never get full control of a dressing room. They are never allowed to see their plan through to fruition. And a lot of this is because players down tools. A lot of this is because players stop trying. A lot of this is because players don't care. Now, from my standpoint and my view, this is where fans earn their stripes. This is where fans do the right thing. We stand up and we essentially tell the players no more. This is where we need the board to grow a backbone. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo, even if he stays, is worth a colossal amount of money to this football club in Instagram posts, social media posts and marketing. None of that should matter if what you're doing on the football pitch isn't of elite standard. And you cannot manifest and create elite level performances on the field of play if the behaviours in the dressing room are poor. There isn't a single sports team or individual on planet Earth who is cutting corners, misbehaving, breaking rules, being insubordinate, not being disciplined, behind the scenes, in training, day to day, with their diets, etc., and still yielding world-class results in the ring, on the field of play, on the court. This is an impossibility. Over the course of time, you will always lessen your results. Now, do I care about Cristiano Ronaldo? Yeah. Do I have a love for him as a Man United fan? Absolutely. But my love for Cristiano Ronaldo pales into insignificance when it comes to how I feel about Manchester United Football Club. And if you're a Man United fan and you're defending Ronaldo because other people did it, oh, well, he's done so much for us. He's given he shouldn't be given any leeway on this whatsoever. The only way back for Cristiano Ronaldo from this type of behaviour is to start delivering on the football pitch. That's it. But is he likely to deliver? If he's throwing his arms up on the side of the pitch, not making eye contact with the manager when he's being told what to do, when he isn't bothered to stay for the remainder of the game, when he didn't bother go to pre-season, when he's done barely a session with the new manager, with the new system, is that really someone that's setting themselves up to have a fantastic season? Or is that an individual trying to force a move away? Now, we will understand why he wants to leave, because we're not where we want to be. And as fans, there's nothing we can do about that. In the sense of, I'm not going to walk away from being a Manchester United fan. I can't. It's there for the rest of my life. You can change your partners, you can change jobs, you can change schools, you can change religion. The one thing you cannot do in this country is change a goddamn football club. So you're stuck with them. It's as simple and as straightforward as that. Cristiano Ronaldo can leave. Cristiano Ronaldo can move on. I'm sad to see him leave in some parts, but I'm going to support my football club nevertheless. Erik Ten Hag needs to be back now. Erik Ten Hag, and it's not about Erik Ten Hag for a moment, it's about the position of manager. I've been stating this for 9 years straight on the football terrace. And every time these situations happen, everybody calls for player power eradication. But then as soon as a player we love does something wrong, we say, but it's different for him. Nonsense. The manager has to be given complete control. That means Ronaldo's on the bench for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every game until he leaves, so be it. If that means he sits in the stands, if it means he plays for the under-23s, so be it. We need to 110% get behind Erik Ten Hag in relation to this situation. The Glazers need to do it as well, and the fans need to put pressure. Need to put big pressure on the club to do it. Because if we don't, we are cheating the process, and the rebuild's broken before we have even started. Now, I want your views, and I want your thoughts, and I want your feelings on all of this, people. So get your comments in below. It's very important indeed. What does Erik Ten Hag do? Does he drop him? Does he play him back into form? Does the club now just say enough is enough? Let's let him go. Let's forfeit the fee. And maybe, by the way, that's what Cristiano Ronaldo is after. Or do we roll over and do we have our bellies tickled? Do we roll over again and let another player say, I'm bigger than Manchester United. I've won and achieved more than Erik Ten Hag, so I've got the control. We know what happens with that, though, the butterfly effect. Other players chime in. Player gets a new contract. Someone's social media grows by a few million followers because of a new girl they're dating or a charity they've been involved with, something they think they've got more control and more power. We saw it last year with Marcus Rashford. Born and bred Manc, part of the academy. Isn't starting a few games. I think I'm going to leave if I'm not getting my own way. Well, how about you just work hard and fight your way into the goddamn team? This is the type of attitude we need from Manchester United players, and it stems from the fans. I want your thoughts and I want your feelings. Smash the like and share button, and I'll see you all again soon. Thank you.